Well, Mike, today we are going to talk about the two biggest mistakes that people have with walking sticks and how to correct them.
More importantly, we're going to tell you the difference between a walking stick and a cane.
Right, big difference. You need to know it, and we'll be right with you. First of all, let's define the difference between a walking stick and a cane.
Now, a walking stick is what we are holding here. They typically range from height from your waist up to your shoulder level. They can be tall or maybe smaller, and they also usually have some type of handle or hook or something you can grab onto.
And they are also not used to bear weight through. They're just used for a little balance. And if you're hiking through the woods, you may swipe away some of the brush or whatever's in your way.
Oftentimes, historically, they may be kind of stylish looking, painted, or maybe made of wood sticks that you find somewhere laying about.
That's right. Great variety. And actually, historically speaking as well, they're used for self-defense. But we won't get into that. All right, Mike, let's talk about canes and what the difference is and makes them unique.
Now, a cane is typically set up to a specific height for each individual. Normally, they go to the crease of the wrist here, and they are adjustable. They can be in metal form or wood form. What are some other features of a cane?
Well, when we talk about the handle of the cane, it can be a hook, it can be a pistol grip like this, very popular, but it's for bearing weight. So, example, if Mike has pain on his left hip or his left knee, he's actually going to bear weight through the opposite hand. Now, again, it's the right height. This one would be too long. Now, Mike is going to step through and put weight through his left leg and bear weight through the cane, taking weight off of that left leg, therefore decreasing pain and making him much more stable. If you put the cane in the other hand and that's a sore leg, this is a big mistake that people do make. It's not the proper sequence and it is not as stable, guarantee you.
Another common mistake that most people make is adjusting the wrong height. As you can see, this one here is much too tall for me. You're not going to get much support with your arm flexed way up here. Also, too low is common as well. If you cut a stick too low, you're going to be bent over and reaching, and you're going to have bad posture. So the optimal height is the crease of your wrist when you're standing up nice and tall, and opposite side like Brad had mentioned.
Right, so obviously these two wooden canes are very unique. They have a little history to them. But if you get a standard wooden cane, the big thing about it is if you cut off too much, it's no good anymore. If it's too short, you cannot cut the wood back on.
Just glue it.
No, it doesn't work that way. Just a quick recap of the two mistakes. First of all, the height of the cane is adjusted properly. It's here at the wrist. I'm going to grab here. Now, when I step forward with the left leg, the sore leg, the cane goes with it. Okay? And then I bear weight and swing through. There we go. Now, typically, I have found in the clinic, if I ask people and I tell them, make sure you do this properly, this goes with that, then people get confused and all just falls apart. If I say, go ahead and go for a walk with a cane, typically they walk with it without even, they walk properly with it without thinking about it. So let's give you something to think about. And now, Mike, with the walking stick, the sequencing is the
same.
There you go.
So it's going to be the same type of sequence. Again, a walking stick is more just for balance and holding you up. You're not going to be able to lean and bear weight through this. So if you have an achy, sore joint, you're probably going to want a cane. But a walking stick is just there in case you need something for balance.
That's right. All right. Very good, Mike. I think we have one more thing to mention about another video that actually goes through trekking poles, which is a little different than both a walking stick or a cane.
So if you want to check out that video, the link is right here on the screen, and it goes more in depth on how to set up trekking poles and what they're used for.
That's right.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous